Alright guys, so on my channel you have seen the Spigen Ultra Hybrid T, which is Spigen's one of their most classic cases, the Ultra Hybrid, the clear / frosted case, depending which one you choose, but it had that camera control button. And today we're looking at another Spigen Ultra Hybrid, but this one is very, very long awaited. It took me a while to get this in. Like, I ordered it months ago, it just came in like 2 weeks ago. So finally, I have it in. I've been using it. I've been putting it through its paces, but this one is just missing one thing. So we are taking a look at the Spigen Ultra Hybrid Neo 1. So the price on this one is $22.99. Links are down in the description below for you guys to check it out for yourselves. So taking a look at the box, very classic Spigen presentation. You get Spigen written up here, and this is the Ultra Hybrid case mag fit. So this is going to be that Neo 1 design. Nothing else really on the back. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Now, I have been using this case for the last few days, and I've actually been really liking it. Of course, it's very similar to the other Spigen Ultra Hybrid, which, by the way, if you guys have not seen my review on the Ultra Hybrid T, I'll leave that at the end of this video. So, taking a look, starting off with the back, you do get this very nice Neo 1 design. Now, everything here is nice and textured. Everything that looks like it would be textured is. All the way around the case, all the little letters, every single design is textured, which is really nice, and I think that that adds a good bit of grip to the back of the phone. No matter where you grab it, you get a little bit of texture there, so that's very nice to see. Now, taking a look at the inside, you're also going to have a lot of different texture here. You do, of course, have your MagSafe magnet and your alignment magnet, and then around the sides, it's going to be that TPU material going all the way around the case, as well as the air cushion technology around the corners. That way you get more drop protection with this case. Now, the back of it is going to be polycarbonate, and the sides are TPU. So let's go ahead and bring over our scale and our caliper, and let's compare that to the Ultra Hybrid T, which I have right here, the clear one. So just quickly, we'll compare the weights. Starting with the Neo 1, we're looking at 40 grams, and the Ultra Hybrid T is also 40 grams. So they are going to be the same exact weight. And looking at the thickness of this going from front to back, we are looking at 11 millimeters. And from inside to outside, we are looking at 2.7 millimeters. So definitely not the thickest case, not the heaviest case. It's on par with where kind of a case of this build and this stature would be most of the time, around between like 35 and 45 grams or so. So very nice weight on this. You really do not feel the weight of it when the phone is in the case. It feels very good to use, no issues there. So let's go ahead and bring our natural titanium iPhone 16 Pro Max, and we'll put it into the case here. Let's listen out for that click. Very nice click onto the case, a super stiff click. So this case has a nice fit on there. Once you click it into the case, you definitely do not have to worry about your phone coming out of the case if you were to drop it. Now, let's look at how those corners fit. 1, that's good. 2, 3, and 4. Very nice fit on all 4 corners. They are super tightly on there. You have to give it a good amount of force for any of those corners to come off. So I really like to see that. And then going up and down the sides, you have a very nice stiff fit around the sides. The buttons are going to be a little bit more loose. Bottom, top is pretty good. Those are pretty good. Now around the sides mainly, it is a very nice and stiff fit, but that camera control area is somewhere where I would like to see it improved, which is the one thing that's missing, and that's going to be that camera control button, which we'll talk about that in a minute. But anyways, with this camera control button right here, I would like to see it a little bit more tight. However, if you bring it down, it doesn't go all the way down, so that is nice. I don't expect it to rip, but after a little while, especially if you're somebody who likes to sit here and fidget with it, that may become an issue. So definitely something to note right there. Now let's go ahead and take a look at that camera and screen protection. Starting off with the screen, I am using a full coverage tempered glass screen protector, and you are going to get a pretty decent screen lip right there. So you can definitely set this down on its screen and have no issues with that. Now taking a look at that camera ring, very nice proper camera bump right there. You can definitely set this on its back, and again, you won't have any issues there. Now, you do have those little legs right here that are going to protect the back of the case as well as the camera a little bit more, so that is nice to see, but it is still going to rock. Now, how does this case feel in the hand? And it's very comfortable to use. I've been really enjoying it. It's got a nice stiff fit on there. It has very nice bottom area, not a pinky destroyer at all. Not a slippery case. The back texture adds some grip. The sides are that TPU material that is going to add some grip. Now, about those sides, they are unfortunately going to yellow after a while of use. But for $22.99, the price on this case, that's not the biggest deal in the world. You can always buy two of them. One for your everyday use that gets yellow, and then if you're going somewhere that you want it to look a little bit more pristine, you just put on your other one and there you go. Or maybe pick up this one for every day because it has all that design on the back. But if you want to class it up a little bit if you're going out, you just pick up the regular Ultra Hybrid T, put that on, it's nice and crystal clear. This one will yellow unfortunately too after a while, but if you don't use it too much, it'll stay clear, or you can always pick up two, just like I said. So let's go ahead and take a look around the sides. Starting off with the top, you are completely closed in, and you do have a little bit of information there. It says air cushion technology right there. On the left-hand side, you are completely closed in with that action button, volume up and down, and you have a Spigen logo. Almost dropped the phone. You got a Spigen logo right there. Now, how do those buttons sound? These are built-in buttons with relief slits on all of them, so let's listen to how they sound. Not bad at all for built-in buttons with a relief cutout. Usually those aren't necessarily the best buttons, but on the Spigen Ultra Hybrid case, you have no issues there. You can click them, feel them, everything is just fine. Now moving along to the bottom, you do have your accurate microphone and speaker cutouts, as well as a pretty wide open USB Type-C port. So if we bring over our cable here, plug that in, we are charging. And yeah, you're going to get a good bit of space there. So all your thicker head cables should fit in there really with no issues at all. And then moving along to the right-hand side, you are completely closed in except for your camera control button. You do have a lanyard loop here, which does not come with the case. The one thing about this case, unfortunately, it does not have the button built in like the Ultra Hybrid T does, which Spigen, I'm not really sure why you guys don't put it on. I understand maybe you don't know if it was going to sell or if the button would work well, but now that the phone's been out for a little while, I think that we should have that camera control button across all of your cases because you already have the technology. You know what it is. You know exactly how it works, how to implement it. Put it on all of the cases. It's on the Ultra Hybrid T and some of their other cases, so I would like to see it all across the board. I think that would really set this case off, just like the Ultra Hybrid T is. It's an excellent case with an excellent button. This would be the same way because it's a great case and such a cool design. I would love it to be complete right there. But that camera control button is no issues. You can click it, very nice. No sharp edges, nothing like that. It's a nice cutout. I would like to see the cutout a little bit smaller and a little bit narrower just to be kind of more around the button. But this is not a bad cutout at all. Very comfortable to use. We do have it already open. Go ahead and zoom out, zoom in, do whatever it is that you need to do. Let's go ahead and sit here, take a picture of ourselves. There we go. And yeah, no issues with the camera control button. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the MagSafe. We'll start off with our Apple MagSafe wallet. Attach that. There's our animation. And this thing's not going anywhere. Give it a good amount of force, and it really doesn't slip. So it's absolutely going to be fine woven and leather wallet approved. You'll have no issues with your MagSafe wallets. Now, going over to the Apple MagSafe battery pack. Attach that. That's a solid click onto there. There's our animation. And I don't even know, I mean, do you even have to shake this? It's going to, God, I keep clicking that button. It's going to be on there super, super securely. Shake it as hard as you want, and this thing is not coming off. So you'll absolutely be good to go with the MagSafe. And then finally, moving along to our Anker 623, go ahead and attach that, and no issues at all. You will be just fine. It'll stick on your car mount. Look at this. You can sit here, even give it a shake. I'm scared to drop this. Give it a little bit of a shake, and it finally ends up coming off. So if you hit a nasty pothole in your car, I don't expect this to come off of your car mount at all. It's definitely going to stick on your nightstand charger, your office desk charger, all that with absolutely no problems at all. So, do I recommend the Spigen Ultra Hybrid Neo 1? And the answer is yes, with a little asterisk. Because for that same price, you can get the Ultra Hybrid T with the camera control button. Now this is going to come in graphite, in clear, and in frosted black, which I do have this one and the frosted black, but for the same price, you can get that camera control button. So that would make this case, the Ultra Hybrid T, much, much, much more worth it for me. But if you're someone who maybe doesn't care about that, or you really want that Neo 1 design, which looks incredible with the natural titanium iPhone, absolutely I can recommend this case. You're getting Pretty good protection, excellent MagSafe. You're getting a nice tight fit on there. You're getting good access to the camera control button. It's not a button, but you get good access to it, no sharp edges. All around a very nice case. The only issue is, of course, it's going to yellow, but again, for 23 bucks, whatever. It is what it is. Now, if you want a case that's not going to yellow, you can definitely look at some other options. There are a lot of options out there. They're a little bit more expensive, though, so that is something to note. But all around, yes, I absolutely can recommend the Spigen Ultra Hybrid Neo 1. So let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments below. I think this design is really nice, and I've been very much enjoying using this case. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. It goes a very long way for me and allows me to consistently make these videos for you guys. And if you want to see my review for the Ultra Hybrid T, which is a really good case, I'll leave that right there. And if you guys want to see another clear case that's not going to yellow, the infamous Apple clear case, which is actually a lot better this year, I'll leave that right there.